Emisión.net.
Hello again and welcome to Letter from England, broadcasting for AC Press and the Spanish Evangelical Alliance. The graduate arm of the Christian student movement in Spain, GBG, celebrated its 25th annual conference recently. And this news agency's editor, Pedro Tarquis, spoke at one of the seminars on the internet and the media, highlighting the opportunities that such a network affords. He argued that the Christian press should use the new technology, but not follow the world's pattern in the techniques it uses to develop its projects and its news services. Tarquis argued that internet has not replaced more traditional media, but is an adaptation to new technology. He says today you can read a news item, listen to an opinion on the same news, and immediately watch a video about it. It's estimated that more will be spent on internet advertising by 2011 than on its TV, radio, or newspaper equivalents. And many media outlets have developed and extended their online service. And of course, AC Press and the website protestantedigital.com is one of them. Immediacy is one of the key elements. Tarquis says nowadays people don't have to wait until tomorrow to find out about current events, be it a football match or a natural disaster on the other side of the earth. The reader knows that by going onto the internet, he will find information that is being permanently updated. The internet user can also be more selective and go straight to the news which interests him without having to trawl through other items first. Tarquis admitted it was both a force for good and for evil, though he argued that there should be stricter controls on offensive or dangerous material. There is also a much greater chance of participating in the news. Whereas a newspaper will only print a small selection of letters to the editor, online news services offer the opportunity for people to post opinions about the news and then see them debated in turn by other message writers. This is true of this news agency at protestantedigital.com, as we've said. News agencies also receive news from readers and thereby give them a greater voice in the way the news is presented on their site. But Tarquis also argued against two extreme types of news reporting. One is the bland, factual but politically correct official state bulletin, which announces a decision or law but without comment or the chance to reply. Its form is monotonous and generally of little interest to readers. And the director of AC Press said that this was not the biblical model, which rather shows the good and bad sides of its characters and of the situations they experience. So he argued the Christian press should stand up and be counted when things happen in the Christian world which are against biblical teaching and not cover them up. On the other hand, Tarquis said the Christian press should avoid going to the opposite extreme of the tabloids or use gutter press techniques. I quote, "We must be realistic and transparent because the Bible is, and our calling is not to defend institutions or people, but to defend the Word of God and the truth." He therefore said Christians should not use techniques which seek to increase readership by highlighting scandalous items. Again, I quote, he said a Christian media outlet should be rigorous in its reporting of the truth, offer depth in its analysis, and avoid unprincipled reporting. Referring to Jesus' parable of the new and old wineskins, Tarquis said something similar was happening with new technology and the gospel message. There is a new wineskin, the internet, but it cannot hold old wine, only new wine in its new form, though it is still wine. The product is the same, but its presentation is novel. And Tarquis believes the message of the Christian media must always be wine. It cannot be changed into something else, but it can be presented in a different way, which brings it closer to society and helps them comprehend it better. And you, the listeners, and our readers of the news bulletins, are those who can best judge to what extent AC Press meets these criteria, as it presents news of Spanish evangelicalism, the wider Christian world, and of course secular items as well. Thank you for your support and for listening each week at emission.net. Goodbye for now.
Emisión.net